start from our head. Let's start working where we're warming up our neck. Bring your chin to your chest and then bring your chin towards your ceiling. That's one. We're going to do 10 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now bring your chin to your shoulders, right? So touch your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now ear, shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Go ahead and rotate in full circles. And switch direction. Come back to center. And let's go swing the arms. Big circles. And switch. Try to relax your shoulders, your arms. Okay, go ahead. And from here, let's do another one that I like a lot. Wide stance. And you're going to go ahead and swing your arms and really try to slap your chest with. So one arm goes back, slap, and slap. Good. And from here, right, we're going to go one. I'm going to have one arm coming to the front, the other arm back, but they'll both, you're kind of grabbing your, I don't know, your middle fingers like this, right? And you're going to have the palm facing up towards the ceiling on both. So it looks like that in the back and this in the front. Kind of. And you're looking back, right? Looking back, extending your arms outward and your wrists, palm up towards the ceiling, and turn your head, looking back to the back arm. And then we're going to go ahead and switch to the other side. Extending out. And then we're going to do it again. And again. One more time. Last time. Good. And from here, let's rotate our elbows. And switch direction. Go to our hips. And switch. Okay, so go ahead and kick your right leg out. And from here, we're gonna go ahead, first thing, point your toes, switch your heels, toes, heels. Engage your abs. Now go ahead and do circles. Switch direction. Go ahead and bend the knees. And stir one direction. Stir the other direction. Good. Let's go ahead and switch to our other leg. Up, toes, point, heels. Rotate in circles. Switch. And knee. Stir. Switch. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna do our circuit training now. So we're gonna do 1 minute of, let's do the first one, just jumping jacks, right? Arms up and then down. You can be stationed or move around. And the 10 exercise in between is this kind of style of burpees. So you're gonna come down on all fours. You're gonna start on all fours. Boom. Right, knees up in this position. You're gonna jump, right? Lean your butt back and then lunge forward and jump and end up in a staggered stance like this, right? And then from here, you're gonna go ahead and kick the back leg. You're gonna do a kickboxing move, which is a knee up. So you're gonna come abs tight, right? Abs tight. And then you go back again and then switch stance. Up. So we're gonna do 5 per side, 10 total, right in between these exercises. And again, the first one is jumping jacks, moving your arms. Let's go. Seven more seconds. And go. dog in place until everybody's done. All right, so arms still working, where our legs is going now, lunges. So, right, for the next minute. Whew. Go. Ten more seconds. And go. Right. Next one, want to go ahead and want to do, you want to imagine that there's a person laying down and you're jumping over them. So jump, jump, side to side. All right, go. Go. All right. Whew, one last one. Just start far and go ahead and hop, right? Try to land as softly as possible. Hop, hop. Get down on the floor and reverse bear crawl back. And then hop. Repeat. Okay, go. 10 more seconds. Go. Go ahead and take a water break. Okay. Let's do, sorry, I was getting the videos ready. Let's do a couple drill, right? The first one is we're gonna go ahead and have a stagger stance. We're just gonna do maybe 10 each here. And from here, wanna bring this knee, boom, to the ground, boom, and then that back leg just steps to the side, boom, and then you're gonna come up, right? So again, I'm here facing you. I'm gonna step up, bring this leading knee to the mat, boom, and this leg quickly comes to the side. And I'm gonna pivot now. I'm gonna face that way, pivot, boom, now. Okay, so go ahead and do 10 of those on each side. Great. Another one. I'll be standing square from here. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of pivot my leg out, and I'm gonna, with my toes kind of pointy, I'm gonna kind of draw a circle. So I'm here, I'm gonna draw the circle and then bring that knee down, right? And then I go ahead and step with the second leg up, and then you're gonna come up. So again, you're here and you're kind of twisting your hip diagonally. Boom, draw a big circle, right? Toes, boom, big circle, knee down, and then the back leg steps up, and then second leg up. You should end up in that same position. So do 10 on each side. Again, I'm here, circle, down, step, step. And when you're doing this, right, things to think about is you're going to use your hips and your shoulders and your head to kind of, when you go down, you're leaning forward too, right? So when you go boom, leaning forward, and that should be making the back leg light. So forward using your shoulders, head up, and boom, boom. Good. Good. All right. So we're going to do a review, right, of the collar tie defense. So that's when they're hooking at your neck or your head. So we're going to go C-clamp, monkey grip, step outside, shuck, stay low. And the first one is they step the leg back, stand upright, and pull the arm out. So when they do that, we're just going to step in, right, with our leg, step in, and my hand will, the monkey grip on the tricep will turn around and push, boom. And this is, right, this kind of, you're gonna come in, push, right? So again, you're here, the pulling out, you're gonna get, again, sorry, you're gonna come down low, step in, push, and then the back leg, right, step up, and your arm, the left arm go around the belly, and the right arm goes behind the back, and you're singeing. So that's the first one. Do 10 of those, and then we're going to do the second one, and I'm going to add the third one, and then from there we're going to go to the back and do a takedown. So this is a quick review. So good. Let's go. So you're here, step out, boom, right? Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so the next one, let me just show just remind people. Is it this one? This is when they're forearm. So this is when the forearm frames, the same thing. We're leaning on the arm and they pull, and we're just going to use one hand to pop right above the elbow, come around. And this one, when you come around, the cool thing about that is you'll have the other arm, right, trap. So you're going to come around. So again, pop, come around, right? So let's do that one. 10 of those. So you're just using one arm. So this one, the cool thing is the arm that goes around the belly now traps the far side arm too. So you have one of the arms trapped once you come to the side. Okay, so let's go. Pop. So your arm goes up, your body comes down, and then you step to the side. Boom. 1. Boom. 2. Boom. 3. Boom. 4. Boom. 5. Boom. 6. Boom. 7. Boom. 8. Boom. 9. 10. So that's the second one. Right. So now the third one is when they're staying low. Let me get it. They're staying low with the frame. And we're going to go and do a kind of a double leg motion. Boom. So we're going to let go, duck under, and shoot in. That was pretty quick, but I'll show that. So you're on 2-on-1 here. If that was me, I'm here, I'm staying low, and my leg goes back, and I'm still low. That's when I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go like a double leg. I'm going to duck under, right? And I'm going to shoot in, boom, right? Typically, this one we're going to go with our knee. We did the drill. So I'm here. I'm going to duck low, shoot in. My back leg is going to come up, and I'm going to come. So again, I'm here. They're getting low, and we're really low here, right? So I'm going to go shoot in, double leg, head up. Your head has to be up. Otherwise, you'll get guillotine. So when you come up, it's kind of like this motion of like coming down, but up. So it's kind of a dive up, right? So again, I'm here. I'm going to we're down already because they're staying down. So we're going to go down, shoot, head up, step up, and here. So do that. Let's do it together, 10 together, boom. Here we go. Boom, head up. If it helps, look up towards the ceiling. Boom. Up. Is that 3? 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good job. All right. So from there, we're going to go ahead and go to the back. And there was a while we were doing a bunch of back takedowns. So I'm going to show a review. We're going to do a couple where it's a back takedown where we drive them forward, right? So hold on a second. I think it's this. It's not that one. This one. All right. All right. So I'm here. We're going to take the back and we're going to come down. it's a back ankle pick, right? Want to come down, pick at their ankle, and keep driving forward. Boom. So again, we're at the back. Right. Come down and keep driving forward. Okay. So we get to the back, and now, right? So we're gonna be, we were here on their side, so now we're gonna go boom to the back. And again, you want your arm around their lower waist here, and you don't want your legs close to them, so you're out, you know, far from the reach from here. And I am gonna do an angle pick on my left side, so my head's gonna turn left. And from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put my right leg down, and I'm gonna let go. And I'm gonna angle pick, so it's all my four fingers at the at their ankle here, right? At the low angle here. So I'm gonna come down, grab the angle, and drive, right? I'm here, boom. I'm gonna come down, boom, and drive and come up. So I'm here, I'm gonna come down and drive. Actually, you're gonna drive the back leg and come up, right? And you wanna think about using, you're here holding and you're pressuring with your shoulder. So when you go down, boom, and grab the angle, the leg is coming up, but you're also using your shoulders to drive up as you pick the ankle up at the base here. All right, so let's do that together. Come here, right? You're gonna come down, boom, right, boom. So the leg that's, your arm that's posting goes up, and then you're gonna come up. Boom, right? You're gonna go boom, come up. And boom, and then come up. Boom, and then come up. Do that 10 times. All right. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of knees. So another review is where we're going to use the leg trap and ankle pick at the same time. We did this before. So another version is this. We're here. Want to ankle pick, sweep the leg, ankle pick, and drive forward. And you notice like Letty has both of her knees down. I like to, I'll go over it now. So again, sweep the foot, coming down, ankle pick, right? So Letty has this, boom, here. She goes here, and then here, boom, and then drive up, right? But I don't have that version, but she also show a version where you're like here, and you're sweeping, and you're coming down so that there's always a drive leg, and then you're just gonna come up driving, boom, right? So let's do that version. I like that version better. So you're up here, again, you're gonna go sweep, knee down, right? Grab the ankle and then the post leg is going to drive. You are also using that shoulder to boom, driving forward as you pick up the leg, right? To do 10 of those. All right. When you're done, go ahead and take a quick break and then we're going to do a drill. Kind of need a knee pad, huh, Michelle? So the time that we're, Michelle, that you could modify where you don't touch your knee on the mat. Yeah. So super low squat. All right. So we're gonna do a drill where you're moving around, boom, 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 and you're gonna get, right, get the 2-on-1. If I say one, it's the where they're straight arming and pulling out, right? And that's when you're gonna switch your hand, boom, and come get low, come in, boom, and then you come to the back, and you could do the first takedown, just the ankle pick, or the combination of foot sweep and ankle pick, right? And then come back down and move around in semi-crouch until I'll actually move around semi-crouch a little bit and then go and get 2-on-1, and then I'll call out the numbers and you get to practice according to the number. Let me get the, all right, so get ready, go. So boom, coming in, boom, right? 1, so get down, arm up, come to the side, and then step to the back, and whatever takedown you want to do. So boom. And then come back. Right, 2. That is boom. The double leg, come to the back. Sprawl. Sprawl. Back. 3. So boom, come under. Sprawl. 1. Round. Sprawl. Sprawl. 1. Sprawl. 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 3. Sprawl. 2. So, boom, boom. Sprawl. Sprawl. 3. Boom. Sprawl. Sprawl. 1. Keep going. That's something else. Sprawl. 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 2. Sprawl. 1. Sprawl. Sprawl. 3. Sprawl. Sprawl. And sprawl. Good job. Karen's session.
Thanks, Molly. Yeah, so let's take a break for a couple minutes, then we'll come back and kickbox. Okay, so let's start. Move this back so you can see me better. Hold on. We're gonna start with a little stretching. Let's do the sequence. So we're gonna start. Oh, wait, let me switch the view so I can see you all. Okay, great. So we're gonna start with one knee down. We're in this position. You're gonna post your back toes, and then you're gonna check yourself to see that you're gonna be trying to maintain the straight up and down position. So as we lean forward, trying not to bend the waist or arch at the back, but just trying to keep very stacked. If anything, sometimes I find myself when my hips are tighter, I find myself leaning forward. So I try to lean back a little bit and really lead with my hips. So we're going to come pulse forward 10 times, start small. So you don't go too, so you don't break your posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I realized I didn't tell you what foot to do, so I'll just do sort of, you can follow along. I think you guys all know this one anyway. So we're gonna take our opposite hand and post it about a foot from our foot that's in front. And then we're gonna take your hand that's by your bent knee, and or by your forward knee, and we're gonna twist up. We're trying to really twist at the waist, trying to get your shoulders stacked into a good position. Get your downside shoulder really engaged, and then you're going to straighten your back leg. And then you can lift your top arm. And now we're going to duck under. You can do one of two ways when we do this. You can twist under, going under the arm. Lately, I've been liking to go above the arm just because then I can keep my back extended instead of crouching, which isn't as good a thing to practice for your body. But if you like going under, you can. So we're going to go under together 5 times pretty slowly. So 1 and up, 2, up, 3 and up, 4, up, 1 more, 5 and up. So now you can drop your back leg, and then you're going to lay your chest over your front leg, and we're going to lean back, trying to keep your chest on your leg. So not focusing on getting your leg all the way straightened, but focusing on keeping that chest to thigh connection. We're going to pulse back 10 times. Oh, I forgot to us do the hold at the end with the other leg. That's okay. So we do 10 times and hold on the last one. So 1, keep your foot flexed as well as you come up. 2, actively flex it. 3, get more of a stretch through your calf. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one we're going to hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to this lunge position because I skipped this. And let's, from here, kind of going back to the first move, bring your hips forward as far as you can without breaking your posture. And then we're just going to hold there for 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. And then we're going to switch sides. So we're going to start with those lunges on the other side. So you could post your back toes. So you have something to push off of. Again, checking your posture to make sure that you are stacked over your back leg. And then we're going to come forward 10 times. So 1, 2, really leading with your hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one we're going to hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we're going to place your hand by your foot, and you're going to about a foot away, and you're going to take your lead side hand that's by your up knee, twist yourself up, get really solid in your supporting shoulder, and then when you feel in a good position, straighten your back leg and lift your top arm. So we're going to twist under together again. So 1, come down and come up. 2, come up. 3, come up. 4, come up. And 5, and come up. Good, now you're gonna put your back knee down. You're gonna push your chest along your front thigh. And we're gonna go back 10 times. So again, keeping your foot flexed, not worrying about straightening your leg, just trying to straighten it as much as you can with your chest on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one we're gonna hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Let's do one more thing. Let's just do this thing for shoulders because I feel like doing it. This is this twisting position. So you're gonna lie down. You can do this one of two ways. You should do the way that is harder for you unless it feels like it's injuring you. So I'm going to show you the way that's easier for me so I can show you kind of the full motion. This, one of the movements is this, have your arm extended. We're going to kick our leg back. And this is a stretch for my chest. For me, that one's really easy. This one is very hard and I can't come all the way over. But that's the one I need to work on. So I'm just going to come as far, like I'll do it on this side. I'm just going to come as far as I can without, like, I'm going to try to go really gentle. I'm not trying to crank into it. I'm just trying to gently open it up a little bit. If it gets too pinchy, come out of it. You don't want it like pinching on your nerves. And also, if it's sort of bugging your shoulder, think about drawing your shoulder blade down. So like trying to, a lot of times it's because this is happening. So try to bringing your shoulder and pulling your shoulder blade down your back to engage your lats a little more. So either one that is more challenging for you or the one that you want to work on. So pick a side and go. Just gently opening up your chest. Good, now let's switch. This is really good for us because we're all on our computers a lot right now, and also for kickboxers, and boxers, we hunch our shoulders forward, maybe in jiu-jitsu too. But you need to stretch out. That'll make your pecs tight and that'll limit your range of motion. So you should feel this stretch kind of like in like sort of the front of your armpit. All right, nice. That was just bonus for me because my chest is really tight. My shoulders are sore. Let's start with this. So we're going to be continuing to work on, back where you can see me, continuing to work on side kicks, but we're going to be also working on a little bit of head motion as well, incorporated with that. So let's start with this. Get my timer. Let's go back to basics. Let's do 1 minute alternate slipping and punching. So I'll say slip or punch. Slip is here, punch is here. Everyone here is familiar with that. So I won't explain much more, but just do be thinking about that, all of that's coming from pivoting at your hips and your legs. Timer. All right, get set and go. So start slipping. Punch. Slip. Punch. Slip. Punch. Slip. Punch. Slip. As you're slipping, see if you can feel your abs engage, like towards the side that you're slipping towards. Your lower abs to support you. Punch. Slip. Punch. Slip. Punch. Slip. All right, thanks. Okay, and let's add weaves in there. So I want us to do like I think this works. Just make sure it works before I tell you. Weaves get very confusing on sides, as you've seen. So we're gonna do this drill now. You're gonna do it on your own for a minute. We're gonna go slip. Doesn't matter which side you start towards, because both sides will come up, hopefully. Let's see if I'm right. Sometimes I think that's true and it's not. So I'm gonna go slip, slip, weave, slip, slip, weave, slip, slip. Yes, that's alternating. Weave. So I'm gonna slip twice off my second slip. I'm gonna use that as the beginning of the weave, because when you weave, you turn away from the punch first to circle under it. So that it doesn't hit you as it's coming. If you just duck under it, it's still gonna graze you. So move away from it, go under. So it's just slip, slip, weave. Let's do this for the first 30 seconds. I want you to do it slow and controlled. And then you're gonna stay controlled both in the second 30 seconds, wild and crazy. By the 30 seconds, second 30 seconds, we're gonna speed it up, try to keep that same control. If it's new to you, or like you've been having back problems and or like you're not, like weaving is unfamiliar to you, or you're feeling out of practice at it, feel free to not speed up very much. Just try to speed up a little bit. If you're familiar with it, try to bring the pace up. Or if you're definitely if your back's hurting, go slow. Okay, get set and go. Just on your own pace, slip, slip, weave. As you weave, keep going. As you weave, you're trying to keep your head up and just use your legs to lower yourself, just like shooting and grappling. We're halfway there, pick up the speed a little. Trying not to lose the form. Last 15 seconds, you can go a bit fast without losing it. Nice. Good. So the last thing we're gonna do, well, in this sequence is, before we go to the kicks, is a bit of pivoting. Let's go. Let's figure out what. Just figure out what combination will work for this. Let's do this. So we're gonna do two things. We're gonna do jab cross. So we're gonna throw jab cross hook. I'll show it to you first. I'm gonna throw, actually let's do it together. So we're gonna throw jab cross hook, but I'm gonna stay at this hook. So I'm gonna stay in my hook position, and I'm gonna step my left leg across, and I'm gonna pivot so that I'm facing where my left side was, here. Yep, let's do that again. So jab, cross, hook, step, pivot. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna do that 4 times in a circle. So start facing forward, and 1, jab, cross, hook, pivot. 2, jab, cross, hook, pivot. 3, 4. Good, and now we're gonna add one more hook in there. So we're gonna throw jab, cross, hook, pivot. I'm twisted towards my left side, hook. So let's all try that. So jab, cross, hook, pivot, hook. Same hooks, 2 left hooks. So let's do 4 of those. So in a box. So 1, jab, cross, hook, pivot, hook. 2, 3, 4. Nice. Okay, good. Now we're gonna do the other pivot. So this one, we're gonna throw jab, cross. We're gonna, as we retract the cross, we're gonna pivot back. Jab, I've thrown my right, I'm gonna draw it back, and now I'm facing towards where my right side was. Jab, cross, pivot. So let's just do 4 of those together. So 1, jab, cross, pivot. You can step out. I think when I do this, because I know I'm gonna pivot, I actually step out on my jab. So I go jab, cross, pivot, but you can also go jab, cross, step, pivot. So let's start again. So from the front, so 1, let's start out, if you can, unless you don't like it for some reason, step, if you have a different way of doing it, that's great. But otherwise, let's do that. Let's step out on our jab so that we're able to pivot right from there. So 1, 2, jab, cross, pivot. 3, 4. Good. And now let's add a cross after that. So it becomes jab, oh wait, I'm going to show it to you. Yeah, jab, cross, pivot, cross. So 1, jab, cross, pivot, cross. 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, so grab a sip of water and grab a chair. We're going to start some side kick drills, and then we'll do some combinations with side kicks. Chair. Okay, so with the chair, for the first side kick drill we do, we're going to do the general side kick drill that we usually do. We're doing it, we've done this a couple times, the last couple times I've taught with this particular focus. So we're going to do, it's going to be 1 minute of, it's going to be the one where we do 1 minute, this, and then the second minute is just the kick out. We're really going to focus on keeping the knee above the foot. So one thing my coach pointed out to me that I'm doing this a little bit, he said, especially on not as much on this side, but on my side where I have a wobblier down leg, that's what makes it harder to stabilize. That even though I start here, that there was a second that I wasn't seeing where I was kind of going like that. As I extended, my knee was coming down a little bit. I'm a very nitpicky teacher. So I thought it's a good thing for all of us to practice is bringing our knee up, 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 out. Because the second the knee turns over, the power is lost because it's just like a punch. If I went, the minute, the turnover is what creates the force. So you don't want to turn over prematurely. So I'm going to go knee, 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 kick. So I want you to do it slow and really monitor yourself. If you can watch yourself in the camera, that's great. Or watch your knee and just don't let the dip happen somewhere in the middle. The knee is high until the end. So we're doing the first minute in slow. You're doing it slowly, focusing on, and also in the kick out too, focusing on. And one thing you can do is you could kick lower if you're having trouble keeping your knee higher. And kick low to really reinforce that pattern that if you're trying to kick high, that's going to naturally happen. Your knee's going to dip. Okay, so we're going to do 2 minutes. First minute is regular side kick drill. Second minute is the just the end part, just the kick out. Get set and go. This side first. This side first. Nice and slow, really, at least at first, really checking your knee. Also remember that it should retract along the same path that it extended at. All right, and switch to just the kick out. So again, check your knee. As much as possible, try to keep your knee high above your foot until the kick turns over. With this drill, always take a break if it's hurting your knee or hurting your back. Or anything else? All right, shake it out. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so get set. And first drill, full side kick drill, really watching your knee, making sure that your knee never dips below your foot until the end of the kick when it turns over. Seconds like this. Okay, and switch, or I say switch. Switch, just kick out. Got like 6 bonus seconds. All right. Okay, so, let's do one more with the chair. One last thing. I was gonna say put your chair away, but we're gonna do one more thing. So the last one is just to get, I think everyone here is, familiar with spinning side kicks. We sometimes do a twisting drill, but we're not gonna do that one today. But just to get the fact that a spinning kick has a bit of a more backwards facing motion. If I throw the side kick from my forward stance, it's going, really very straight sideways. But if I throw it from a spin, it's kind of coming a little more at a back angle, but it's still it's not a back kick with the knee down. It's still a side kick. So to practice that, we're gonna have our hands on the chair, kick back, trying to still keep the knee up. And you can drop the kicking, or not drop, but you release the kicking side hand if you want. But I'm gonna kick back on both sides. Or you can keep both hands on the chair. So we're gonna do 1 minute like that. Okay, and go. Just alternating what shoulder you're gonna look over. You kick with that leg. All right. And break. So you can put your chair away, and then we're gonna come back and do some combinations with side kicks and spinning side kicks. guys are all good. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So we're going to, now we're gonna be doing some 3-minute rounds. In between the combinations that I give you, you're going to be, in fact, we're gonna do 1 minute like this to practice. So we're gonna do 1 minute practicing this. Between the combinations, you have 2 choices. The first choice is you're just, I'll show you, okay, so the first choice is, this is the more advanced choice, is you're shadow boxing. When you're shadow boxing, I want you to focus on these things. Focus on head movement and angles. So I'm really trying to, use the angles we were using, work those into my shadow boxing, head movement. So I'm really trying to emulate what I'd be doing if I'm sparring. And then the second choice is, if you're like, that whole head movement thing and the pivoting, it's pretty new to me, then, minimize the punches and just do that. Just try to pivot, use head movement, keep your arms tight. If you want to throw in a couple punches, go ahead. The most important thing about this is the head movement and the pivoting. So I'm trying to get some slipping in, some weaves, some pivoting. We're going to do 1 minute like that. So whichever your preference, doing that as shadow boxing or doing it as no arms shadow boxing. Again, if you're doing it with no arms, then keep your guard tight. You can kind of let your lead hand, be a little more active. Your backhand should be very guarded. And just 1 minute. So we're just doing 1 minute like that. And go. For those of you who are more experienced, you can, try to set up your punches with the pivots, with the head movement. All right. Okay, so now the first round we're going to do, the combination is this. The combination will be 2 jabs, jab, jab, lead side kick, put it down, spin, rear side kick, and then let's just jab out and get back to our stance. So you jab, so if you're in a reverse stance, you don't want to, if you know how to get out of a reverse stance, through sneaky ways, then go ahead and do that. Like we've done that in my class or Jamal's class or somewhere else. But otherwise, you don't want to be in range, just switching your stance. You just jab out, gradually get back to your stance. So, so again, the whole combination, jab, jab. These jabs might be advancing. So I'd be like jab, jab, side kick, spinning side kick, reverse jab out, get back to my stance once I'm a little out of range. So we're gonna have a 3-minute round. You're gonna be doing the shadow boxing we were just doing. So with arms or without arms, but you're gonna be pivoting, head movement. When I say go, you do the combination. That's it. 3 minutes so we can make sure we actually have some of the shadow boxing in between. So get set. And go. Start. Let's begin. Shadow boxing. Go. Go. In between, head movement, pivoting. Go. 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 Good. Okay, so next one, the combination is going to be the reverse spinning side kick. So it's going to be jab, cross, hook. I'm going to step across with my right foot like this. It's going to be a fake roundhouse kick, which you don't really have to think about it that way. That's its effect. But it's just a big dramatic step to here. That'll allow me to spin, look over my right shoulder, and throw the right side kick. And now I'm back at my stance, jab out. So it's jab, cross, hook, step, kick, jab out. Or however else you want to exit out of there. So everyone got that? I'll show it one more time just in case. So again, jab, cross, hook. Frequently I would throw a roundhouse kick after that. So people are gonna be expecting that. Hopefully they're gonna go like this to try to catch it, or like this, sorry, rather, to catch it. And that's gonna leave their belly exposed for the side kick. So jab, cross, hook, step, kick, jab out. All right, so get set and go. So you're moving around, slipping, weaving, pivoting. Go. Jab, cross, hook, fake, kick. Go. 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 Nice. Okay, last one is going to be, if I say one, you do the first combination. Jab, jab, side kick, spinning kick, reverse jab out, switch your stance. Second one, you remember it, 2, jab, cross, hook, fake, kick. So get set, last round, and go. One, jab, jab, side kick, spinning kick, get out, reverse your stance. 1, 2, jab, cross, hook, fake, spin. 2, 2, keep your head movement going, keep your pivoting going. If there's a direction you don't like weaving, or slipping, try to make yourself do it on that side. 1, 1, 2, 'Imagine the fight's ending, it's the last round. You gotta fake like you're still super energetic. 2, you want your opponent to be like, what the hell, why are they getting tired? Especially on your shadow boxing. 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, then 1. And break. Nice. Okay, so when you're ready, grab a spot for meditation, have a seat. That was fun for me. I hope that was fun. I enjoyed that. Okay, so you can just get into your sitting position, start taking deep breaths in through your nose, exhaling through your nose or through your mouth if you're still trying to catch your breath. Slow your breathing down. Right my nose. And let's try this breathing or this meditation today where you use a mantra. So I've mentioned this before. This is just a use of a word as a mantra. So it's choosing a word that's something that you feel you need right now or would like to embody, and not thinking about that word, but just using it. The way a mantra works, you know, like saying Om is just something to keep your mind from wandering. So I like to use words like, I've told you my examples. I usually use these ones. If I'm feeling grumpy, I do like grateful, because those seem opposite to me. And if I'm doing, you know, I want to feel less grumpy at people and more grateful. If I'm feeling very agitated, I like to use still or calm. And I'm not thinking, be more calm, or like, what am I grateful for? I'm just going grateful, grateful as a cue in my breathing rather than say counting. So try that if you'd like. So now you could take 3 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Then we'll rub our hands together, create warmth through our hands or in our palms. And then rub back on your ears. Rub your hands together again. Rub the back of your neck. You could clasp your hands, turn back, look over one shoulder, twisting a lot from your waist. Other side. First side. Second side. Back to center, and you can release your legs, rub your thighs. Rub your shins and calves. Rub your feet. Okay, that's it. Thank you all. Fun to train with you as always. I want to remind people that that Thursday, the Thursday of Christmas Eve, we will be having class, by the way. Molly and I are not caring about Christmas. So just in case, I just wanted to get
I
that
do care about Christmas, but I'll train on Christmas.
out. I'm not against it. I was still. So yeah, so we're doing advanced class, kickboxing class on Christmas Day. We're going to be canceling for New Year's Eve and day. But Christmas we're gonna since that always happens because they're a week apart and then you end up missing so much training. And when I was a student, I used to get so mad if they fell on my favorite training day. I'd be like, damn it, why is Sunday like Christmas and New Year's this month? So we're gonna at least have training on Christmas for anyone who wants. So see you all later. See you this week.
Thank you.
Now.
Hey, can you stay on, Karen? So
Yes, totally.
Thank you.
Bye.
So can you, if we're gonna do this now that I'm like